Hello there, Pastor Sam, with your third study in our Dragon Lancers series. Today we're going to talk about the physical characteristics of Tanniyn. We're going to hit one of the most interesting verses in the entire 28-verse list of occurrences of Tanniyn in the book of Job. But before that, let's go quickly to Deuteronomy. All characteristics of humans, monsters, and human-monster hybrids that have become very prolific in the past 20 years, and really so many of the Marvel and DC comics were written way back 50, 60, 70, 80 years ago. They were written talking about people that had these abilities which we are to see are in the Bible. But I want you to see that there are created beings that are built, that are ordained, that are given power to keep the earth realm functioning smoothly. Job tells about his understanding of the earth realm, that he says, am I a dragon that you are going to send your angel to define the boundaries of my dominion? And in fact, the Lord did do that. Oh, we missed something in Deuteronomy 32. We have to go back there and cover the invisibility. 32, this is very important to understand that the wicked of the earth, that the global Pope Illuminati conspiracy, the Leviathan, runs that line, and that he will be inhabited by the evil one. So think about it. Eventually, the Lord sends his minister, his revenger, to execute wrath upon the evil doer. We're going to look at some natural creatures that have these characteristics. Creatures which baffled science. Just as the sciences were beginning to go all around the world and there were not dark places in the earth anymore full of the habitations of cruelty, which we will also address that verse in the Psalm. Just as science was starting to do that, here comes critters that do not fit. They did not fit in the typology and in the evolutionary theory. You know, the platypus is the big one. I mean, just a bat, which is a mammal, but it flies, but it's warm-blooded, but it gives suck to its young and gives birth to live young and does not lay eggs, but it sleeps in a roost, and it will go into places that are in total darkness, and it can basically see through echolocation. Not only can it identify prey by echolocation, it can also see obstacles and fly in total darkness using only echolocation. That is amazing, and it's incredible. And of course, the platypus uses electrolocation. And the platypus, in addition to all that, has a venom physiology. But what really bothers people today is the whole invisibility part of the equation. That's why there are entire series coming out about training dragons. It's a recruitment mechanism. We will, by faith, supersede, just like Aaron's rod, his Tanniyn, swallowed up the Tanniyn of the Magi. So elemental manipulation, and part of what that means is the full authority delegated to Adam will be recuperated, and we will be able to approach these beasts. And this is the way it's always been in legend, okay? The dragons raise tempests, they cause chaos, they cause death of mariners and of passers-by. Even returning to our American legend, and we're going to go on with the Piasa. So Father Marquette discovered the Piasa, documented the worship of it, was amazed at it, and in the end contracted his fatal illness in confronting it. Right there is a Masonic cult in this little town of Alton, Illinois, that has always stewarded the secret of this dragon of the Mississippi River. And perhaps Chief Blackhawk was Tanniyn himself. We will never know, because after his death, his grave was robbed. When all the brainiacs come out to tell us how stupid we are for actually believing the Bible. Yes, we know that it was a different pharaoh. You know, a lot of people want to say that this is only just in one little corner of the Bible. No, it's taken a centuries-long conspiracy to sanitize the Bible of the obvious supernatural. That is why it's such a big deal for man to get in and mess with that, and to be seeding clouds, and to be charging the atmosphere with energy weapons. But those weather weapons are moving contrary to God's created order and to his delegated creatures being in harmony with his prophets. So here, Pharaoh, the Tanniyn hybrid, comes forth with his rivers. And then the rivers are going to rest. It's going to be a nice time for the river without any monsters tromping around in it. The fire-breathing factor. Obviously, dragons breathe fire. They sneeze fire, rays shoot out of their eyeballs. And this has always been known. And it's here in the Bible. I don't think there's any place in the whole Bible that has 8 times a parallelism in octuplet, like is right here. So get your Bibles and be ready to deal with it, because it's going to happen. And you can be part of the Lord's army that deals with such things by faith. I'm Pastor Sam. This is our 3rd study on the physical characteristics of the Tanniyn. Thanks for joining.